notebook. Then we're going to collect some of those questions and talk about them and see if there are any that we can answer using math, or to see if that's the question that the 3-act math wants us to do.
I want to hear a few of your guys' predictions. So what is the highest number? Raise your hand and tell me what you think the highest number is.
60. 15.
Raise.
Carly.
Much. Jada.
17.
All right, now let's hear the lowest numbers that you guys came up with. Charlie.
10.
Amelia.
18.
Ian.
18.
And Mina.
9.
9? All right. So, if we are looking at this math problem, the main question was, how many socks did he drop? What information do we need in order to figure out that question? Let's go ahead and think about that for a minute.
We want to know how many he dropped. What do we need to know to figure that out? What information?
Go ahead and do a one-time round robin in your table, and I'll be around.
Let's start with partner 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Okay, but that's what we're trying to find out. What information do we need to figure that out? Now, Charlie said, how many socks did he have at the beginning? How many? That's what you said, so that's the same thing. Good idea. What do you think? What information do you think they need, Emma? And you can agree with your friends if you want to.
So my friends in the back said something interesting while I was walking around. They think that this is going to be a subtraction problem. Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah.
Why do we think that?
Because I dropped socks.
Right, so he has this whole big pile. He's losing socks and he's losing socks. So we're subtracting the socks that he lost from that big old pile that we had. So, what else do we say about the information that we need?
We need to know how many you had to start with.
Yeah, so we need to know how many he had to start with. So there's that big number that we were talking about, that whole big pile, that's what the first number that we need to find. Is there something else that we need to find in order to figure out this problem? There's one part that we're missing.
Think about it this way, guys. So, you have a big pile of stuff in your hands. You start walking, and every single thing's in your arms. Then you start walking, and things start to drop. Then you get to where you're stopping. What did you just put down?
Socks.
Say, socks. Okay. Is the number of socks here going to be different than the number of the socks we started with?
Yes.
Why?
Because I dropped.
We dropped some. So if we need to know how many we had to start, what's the other number we need to know?
How many they have left? The washing machine.
How many, I'm going to use what A said, how many you had left after they started dropping. So good. Sometimes you got to think about, you almost have to act out problems sometimes, visualize it in your head. So we also need to know how many you had at the end. The two things we need to know. All right. So let's look at the next video. All right. Here's the first picture. So
58 socks.
So he had 58 socks in the dryer. Write 58 on your paper. That's the number of socks that were in the dryer.
That's the number that he started with.
Okay. So, these are the socks on his bed. So you have 58. That's what's on his bed. Notice that he has paired his socks up. So, think about what you need to do now. So you know we had 58 in the dryer. Looking at the socks on his bed, what do you think you can do to figure out the problem? Go ahead and try. Let's let them try and estimate first, and then you can give them the number and see how they do. You're trying to make your best guess. He paired them up, so let's count by twos for the ones we can see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, this is when it gets tricky. We can still kind of count by twos, right? So we still have 20. Let's try counting together. 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, and that one looks like it's by itself, so maybe 41. Yeah, it's hard to tell on the end. Actually, Miss K has the actual number.
So our estimate was 41, just based off of what we could see. But what I'm hearing is that there's 39 socks.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's our second number. Go ahead and write that down next to your 59.
So now, let's choose a strategy to solve the problem. Bella?
Earlier. So let's think about the different strategies that we've used so far in the year. I want you guys to go ahead and try to solve this problem yourself. Lots of different ways you can do it.
Choose the way that works for you. Any?
Which number is bigger? Okay, so if I try to subtract 58 from 39, you think I would go over 0?
And just give you guys another minute or two. Then we'll watch the final act.
How did you guys figure it out?
Just subtraction doesn't work in the same way as addition does. Let's refocus. Most of us have got the answer. Some of us are still working on those subtraction strategies. I get it. It's all right. All right, I'm going to change this. All right, here's our last video, guys. So how many socks did he drop? Okay, so his socks dropped 0. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whoops. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. He dropped how many?
19.
19 socks. How many of you were pretty close to one of your estimates? Yeah, several of you were. Very good.
Mine was 20. I got mine was 24.
That was pretty close.
All right. Okay, boys and girls, please put your notebooks away now.